Now, the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres on Tuesday began a 4-day visit to the Central African Republic, visiting with wounded UN peacekeepers and laying a wreath to fallen peacekeepers who served the UN mission there. Guterres was greeted by cheers in Bangui, where he shook hands with people lining the streets. He praised the heroic contribution of peacekeepers protecting civilians in remarks at a ceremony, and visited peacekeepers in the hospital who were wounded in 2 separate attacks in Pombolo a few days ago.
I'm very proud to be your colleague. I'm very proud to serve in the same United Nations where you serve. And I want to tell all of you, blue helmets that are here with us, that we count on you to make the UN always more effective serving the people. We are here to serve the people, to sacrifice ourselves for the people we care for. And your example is something that I will always remember. Your sacrifice is something that the UN will always honor.
Now, the political conflict in Central African Republic began in 2002. And joining me here in the studio to discuss the crisis in Central African Republic is VOA reporter Idriss. Idriss, welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you.
Now, I'm curious to know if there is any impact of the visit of the UN Secretary General in Central African Republic, given that most of the people there don't really welcome the peacekeepers.
Well, it boosts the morale, I would say, because it's his first visit to UN soldiers, peacekeepers. Even I think he went this morning to Bangassou, where 6 Moroccans were killed in May, and that's symbolic. But I think they had been there since 2014, and the killings are going on all the time. And UN peacekeepers, sometimes it may be in a city called Bambari, or in the upper north in another city called Bria, or even in Bangassou, civilians are being killed and killed by hundreds. And as bringing some human rights defenders saying that they wonder what the use of these UN force MINUSCA there. Some are accusing them, if the Muslim soldiers, to be accomplices or supporting those Muslim former rebels.
But you know, they may not support the peacekeepers there, but there are so many rebel factions in that country. Can the country really be able to keep their civilians, away from all these conflicts and all these crises?
Because I think they may have 16 or 17 different armed groups. Some of them are Muslim, others say they support the Christians, and they are fighting among the groups of the former Seleka.
So when you talk to folks down there, what do they propose should be the middle ground here? So if they don't want the peacekeepers from outside, how should they secure the country?
The middle ground had been found because they organize legal election, they choose a president, Faustin Touadéra, they elected a National Assembly. And now, since past July, the camp of the president is accusing the camp of the National Assembly of trying to overthrow him. It's very, very complex. It will take time before Central Africa has peace, I'm sure.
Idriss, we really hope for the best. My goodness, Africa.
Thank you.
All right. Idriss Fall is a VOA reporter with French to Africa service.